Whoa, here we go. Here we
Okay,
go.
now he's lost it. Just fishtailed, hit two vehicles there.
Welcome to Viral Twist. One driver went wild on the freeway. He crashed into two trucks, kept driving his broken car, then gave up but forgot to stop the car.
We'll just now be coming up on Glendora and traffic situations where he is going to have to slow down a little bit for slower traffic westbound on that 210 freeway. In fact, looking up ahead the next mile or two, there is going to be definitely some slower traffic, which is normal for this time of the morning here, but you can see he's kind of lined up behind that red SUV there and having to slow down because of it. So something that we will be watching, but in excess of 105 miles an hour at points, and dramatically now having to drive a lot slower, but he is going to try and do his best to weave through some of this slower traffic. Look at that, straddling lanes, trying to get through some of the slower traffic. Now he's made his way over to the right shoulder here, and there is the potential that he may want to get off the freeway. He does have, I believe that's going to be the Sunflower off-ramp here coming up shortly. So right now he's kind of set himself up to exit the freeway. Whether he does so or not, no, it looks like he's going to make his way back onto the main line to the freeway there, all the way over to the fast lane of traffic here, the HOV lane, and you can see just kind of weaving in and out of some of the slower traffic in the area here. So yeah, desperate moves by a desperate person, we would presume here, because of the nature of his drive. You can tell he is definitely not wanting to give up peacefully at this point. So CHP is definitely in very close pursuit, as well as the CHP unit overhead, so they are definitely following this guy pretty closely here. In fact, you can see that one CHP cruiser that is very closely behind him, given the fact that he's been driving so erratically. That's doing a great job by the CHP there, but again, just utilizing the right shoulder there, and now kind of making his way over to the main lines of the freeway. So yeah, just an extremely dangerous situation here because of the fact that there are so many other commuters on the road. This slow traffic, well, I'm looking ahead over towards Azusa, over towards Irwindale, and this slower kind of traffic is going to be with us for the next couple of miles at the very least here. So he's going to be challenging himself in terms of his driving skill over the course of the next couple of miles, unless he chooses to get off the freeway at some point here. But you can see he's just kind of weaving in and out. So that's kind of what we're watching right now. But again, coming through the Glendora, coming up on Azusa here shortly, but again, just a situation where this person just driving very erratically, at times very fast, very unpredictably, and causing a danger to a lot of the commuters that are on the road with him. Guys, let me send it back down to you for a moment.
And I guess,
Okay,
you know,
yeah,
you think, okay, well, it was just a failure to yield, speeding, and the person didn't pull over. But when you hear that a gun was tossed, and what believed to be a gun was tossed from the vehicle, then you start to wonder what this person, why this person is running, that it's not just to evade a speeding ticket. And now, unfortunately, it looks like the speeds have increased here, and that gives the person an opportunity to hit the accelerator and create even more danger for those people who are on the freeway, and, you know, if he gets off the freeway, to pedestrians. Yeah. This is why someone like this needs to be stopped, and why the CHP continues to pursue. Because this person is dangerous and is creating danger for everyone around them.
Yeah, I mean, really making some bold moves here on the freeway, nearly cutting people off. Just looks like he's about to maybe get off the freeway, which we've seen a couple of times, and then ends up veering back on. But that does appear to be the case, Mark. Citrus, is this an exit to get off the freeway?
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, Citrus Avenue, we're hearing our producer saying. Look at that. I mean, almost in the dirt there, cutting off people on the freeway, going
that's
at
not
really high rates of speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Utilizing that right shoulder there. It looks like he may be in the pocket to get off the freeway.
Whoa, here we go. Here we
Okay,
go.
now he's lost it. Just fishtailed, hit two vehicles there, spun that pickup truck around.
And still
CHP very close on his tail here, but wow, unfortunately that move did not disable that Nissan Sentra. That Nissan Sentra still able to carry on the freeway there, but wow, just a dramatic scene there where he tried to make an aggressive move, lost control, the car fishtailed, lost the back end there, the car fishtailed, he hit that white pickup truck and then the dark colored pickup truck, and actually spun that second pickup truck, but now he is still going. So this kind of shows you the level of desperation that this guy is showing here. So just kind of utilizing that right shoulder. That CHP unit was very close behind in case that Nissan was disabled by the action of that collision there. But you can see still kind of moving. Wow, miraculously that thing is still going. So he is still on the freeway there, utilizing that right shoulder and being pursued by the CHP pretty closely here. But again, wow, is he going to try and get himself into a position there where he might be able to get off the freeway? We'll see. But just an exercise in caution for those who might be up ahead, because this obviously is a situation where he is exhibiting some very desperate behavior there. I don't know, was that dust being kicked up? I believe that was just dust being kicked up there, but okay, I thought there might be something with the vehicle itself. But at any rate, we're just coming up on Azusa and Irwindale beyond that, so you can see, well, no attempts to slow down. What's that red car doing? What's that red car doing? Okay, is the red car necessarily trying to just stay on the freeway? I mean, you'd think that he would actually kind of back out, but what's the red car doing? Okay, at any rate, the Nissan Sentra, the dark colored Nissan Sentra with the front end damage is what we are following at this point, kind of weaving in and out of traffic there. Is that a motor officer behind him, a CHP motor behind him? It looks like it. So yeah, you can just see that the suspect is just kind of weaving in and out. Now westbound on the 210 freeway, and it looks like he's kind of making efforts to go over to the right lane, maybe even to get off the freeway at some point. We'll watch and see what he does here. He has not done that in a way that would make us believe that he is really trying to lose the police, other than when he first came to air in the Laverne area, when he actually got off the 210 freeway east and then got right back on the 210 freeway west. But now we are going to be coming up on the Irwindale area over towards the 605, and perhaps this is an area that he might be familiar with. If you were listening to us just a couple of minutes ago, that 605 and the 210 is the area where he just threw a gun out of the window there. That is what they believed at that point anyways. But now again, we're kind of returning to that area, into the Irwindale area, westbound side of the 210 freeway. We'll be coming up on Irwindale, we'll be coming up on the 605 freeway, and beyond that we'll see what he chooses to do here. But some desperate moves by this guy, this suspect, who was initially wanted, from what we understand, for expired registration. Guys?
And the illustration of what we were just talking about a moment ago, putting people in danger, cavalierly hitting other vehicles, leaving them strewn about the freeway, and then just continuing on with his damaged vehicle. Again, continuing to put people at risk. This is the 210 freeway near the 605 at this point, going westbound. If you know anyone in that area, obviously try to stay off the freeway right now. Rare to see a motorcycle officer from the CHP in pursuit in this way. Typically, it is a radio car.
All right, exiting the freeway there. So at some point, let's see what we've got here. Lower Azusa is what Rich is telling me there. He's kind of in that center lane, which is clear of any traffic at this point here. So let's see what he does. Okay, so busted through the red light. Making a turn towards us. That's an eastbound turn, and now he's kind of going over that 605 freeway. Does he want to get right back on the freeway, or is he going to continue on an eastbound track? So it looks like he's passed up his opportunity to make a clean transition back to the north 605, but it looks like he's slowing down here. So I don't know what that means. Is any damage to his car starting to catch up to him, because he's certainly not traveling too fast, and maybe that's a good thing considering that we are on surface streets at this point here. Right now we're eastbound, and well, let's see here. Again, it just kind of gives me the vibe that maybe he does know where he is to some degree. Now he's just kind of circling the neighborhood. Maybe he is trying to attract attention here. Maybe he knows the neighborhood. Maybe he's waiting for someone to come out. Just don't know at this point here. There aren't too many entrances and exits to this neighborhood. Now he's just kind of circling that same block. So this is kind of what we're watching right now. Just kind of keep an eye out, Rich, if we start seeing people showing up on the outside of their houses here. But again, he's just kind of keeping that same pace. He's just coming around that horseshoe again. If he makes another left turn coming up here in 2 houses or so, we'll know that he is again just circling the block. Okay, now he's just kind of passing, continuing southbound, but still in the heart of this residential neighborhood. We are basically just about a quarter mile to the east of the 605 freeway here where he got off. And now, again, he's just kind of cruising the neighborhood. He's slowing down. Okay, slowing down. What is he going to do? Is he going to give up? Okay. We can see his hands. We can see his hands. So, okay.